to the Tuesday, August 18th, 2026 school committee meeting. I call this meeting to order. My name is Ryan McMahon. We'll start with introductions. To my left,
Oliver Stanton, student representative.
Dan Hogan, school business administrator.
Sarah Lorenzik, assistant superintendent.
Hi, Mike Woodlock, superintendent.
Becky Stanton.
Bert Bushman.
Stacy Guido.
Danielle Athanas. And Michelle Joyal.
please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So that technical issue we have to wait a moment on. Okay, I will seek a motion to approve the August 4th, 2026 superintendent's evaluation minutes, August 4th, 2026 school committee minutes, August 4th, 2026 executive session minutes, August 5th, 2026 capital asset minutes, August 6th, 2026 school committee with CAMC minutes, and the August 10th, 2026 joint select board school committee minutes. The executive session minutes not to be released at this time.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Abstained.
That carries, was it 5-0-1? Citizen time. I see none. Correspondence, Mr. Woodlock.
Yes, we have one thing, really great news, actually. We received a check over the last couple of weeks from the BAPS Charities for funds raised on the May 30th, 2026 walkathon with TES. They're constructing a temple out on the road just past the police station. They've been really involved with schools and invited us to be part of some activities that they've been a part of and have been very generous with the schools. So we just wanted to publicly say thank you for that, and we look forward to working with them moving forward.
Excellent. Thank you. Personnel.
Just one notification tonight, Michaela Royal, THS paraprofessional for the last year, is going to be leaving us. We want to thank her for her service.
Best of luck, Michaela. Share the success, Oliver.
The new school year is right around the corner, and there's a lot happening at THS, TMS, and TES as we get ready to welcome everyone back. Starting at Tyngsborough High School, freshman orientation will take place Thursday, August 27th at 10 a.m. The event will be hosted by the senior sidekicks and will give new students a chance to get familiar with the school and meet some of their classmates. Fall sports have also officially gone underway Monday, August 24th. If you're participating in a fall sport and have any questions about schedules or practices, make sure to reach out to your coach or the athletic department. Moving over to the middle school, the team has been working on everything from student schedules to hiring staff and reviewing student data to prepare for the new school year. There are also a couple opportunities coming up for students to get familiar with the school before classes begin. On August 31st, middle school students who are new to the district will be able to tour the school. Later that day, incoming 6th graders will have the opportunity to explore the building, walk through their schedules, and find their classrooms. This is a great way to take some nerves out before the first day. And over at the elementary school, there's plenty happening throughout the summer. Extended school year has wrapped up, and Alphabet Summer Camp has been having a great summer. The maintenance and custodial teams have also been working hard to clean and prepare the classrooms for the new school year. Tyngsborough Elementary School is welcoming more than 30 new families this year, and we're excited to have them become a part of the TES community. There are a few important dates for the elementary school families to keep in mind. August 24th through August 28th. Between 8 and 3 p.m., families can drop off back-to-school supplies, which will be delivered directly to their child's classroom. And then on August 26th, from 10 to 11 a.m., kindergarten and preschool families can come in for a popsicle play date sponsored by the PTO. And on September 1st, from 4 to 6, Tyngsborough Elementary School will host a Chalk the Walk, where students and families can decorate the front of their school with messages from staff as we get ready to welcome everyone back. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll see you September 2nd.
Thanks, Oliver.
Yep.
Subcommittee updates. We will discuss superintendent evaluation a little bit later in the agenda. Mr. Bushman, do you have a capital asset update?
Yes, Mrs. Danis, Mr. Hogan, and myself at our first meeting on the 6th, basically going over the ground rules, looking at what is there for fiscal year '27. Sean Walsh was doing some revisions to that to add in, some items that we had talked about the day before we had met with the AMC. We have a meeting tomorrow night, and we'll start going through the fiscal year '27 items and hopefully bring it forward as a warrant article in the fall town meeting.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
Unfinished business. Ms. Woodlock.
Yeah, that's me. So in addition to some of the dates and activities that Oliver just shared with us, we also have just some things that are happening between now and our next committee meeting, some big things actually. So on the 1st, we'll have our first meeting with all staff. They'll be in just a staff day, which is also an election day. So for the first time since I ever remember, since 1998, we won't be meeting at the elementary school in the morning. We'll be meeting here at the middle school. So we need to keep reminding people of that because I think people might show up there. On the 2nd, that's our first day for students, grades 1 through 12, and also our kindergarten orientation. On the 3rd, pre-K orientation. And then just a reminder to all parents out there, no school on the 4th or the 7th. So we get an extra long weekend to start the year, ease into it a little bit with our first day of preschool being on Tuesday the 8th. So a lot of big firsts happening in the next couple of weeks. Other unfinished business, we haven't had a building update in a while. We probably won't have many left, but we did have some updates. I don't know if people may have seen them on the way in, but some improvements to the softball field as we expected would happen. I managed to grab a couple of pictures as the crane was out installing the overhang on our softball dugouts, which came out actually pretty beautifully. So just some pictures to share. That's the finished product, and they've also done some landscaping since these pictures were taken and done some hydro seeding as well. So wait for that to grow in hopefully this fall, and that should be good for use for next softball season. Have a really great venue for games right here on campus, which would be nice. Any questions on that?
I did have a question. I just wanted to clarify for the public, these improvements to the softball field were part of the debt for the new middle school, is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So these are just improvements in finishing products that weren't yet finished. They were waiting for materials to come in. So this is at no additional cost. This was all part of the original product.
Great, thanks.
Great clarification, thank you. Other unfinished business involves, as it will, and I hope you don't get too sick of this, but my entry plan, which will be a regular topic at these meetings. And I won't overdo it because I know I'll be updating. Just talk a little bit about the process. Really 3 stages. One is collecting information, which is mostly this fall. As I mentioned last time, I'll be meeting with a lot of groups. I've already set up a few of those meetings, and I'll continue to do so now that school is beginning. Step 2, identifying patterns and trends and sharing out some of the findings from the data that I examine from those meetings and also other data that's available to us. And then strategic planning and implementation. And honestly, that's not a whole lot different than things we do every year. I think just the number of meetings and collection from face-to-face or group meetings will be extensively larger than it typically would be. And I think it'll be nice for me to approach that from a different lens. With that, with those meetings that are going to happen, kind of narrowed it down to 5 core questions. Obviously, these could change a little bit depending on who I'm speaking to. If I'm speaking to, young elementary school children, I might phrase them a little bit differently. But generally, we're going to focus on what makes Tyngsborough great, what we think are some of the barriers to keeping us from growing to even a higher level of potential. What can we increase or add to improve the innovation and enhance our academic, social, emotional, behavioral offerings that we have here? One of our core driving goals has been to make sure that we have very inclusive classroom settings and instruction for our students, and so really to focus on that quite a bit with all of the groups. And then lastly, what strategic priorities do people think should define Tyngsborough Public Schools moving forward for the next 5 years? So in one way or another, those are the main themes I'll be approaching with those meetings with the various groups and individuals. Before we move on to start, does anyone have questions about any of that? Again, we'll have lots of time. So, and again, I have a mentor that I've been meeting with, retired Superintendent Karen Krebs, Superintendent of the Year last year, who I'll be working with all year, and she'll be in for a September meeting, so we get to meet her as well. And she'll be at our admin retreat next week, so she'll be at that. She'll probably be at our first day of new staff, so she's going to be on my case. She'll be there to make sure I'm not messing this new assignment up too bad. Okay, Sarah.
So just a few updates on this end. Over the past few months, DESE has been developing the MCAS Family Portal, and this is a new online tool for parents in order for them to be able to view student MCAS results. So this is great. It's been on the horizon, and here it is. That platform was officially shared with districts last week, and to make viewing scores as simple as possible, as a district, we've done something a little bit different. We've integrated access through our Power School parent portal so that families don't have to go to the DESE domain and work through it that way. They'll go right through our family portal and they'll be able to access those scores. Preliminary spring 2026 MCAS results are now live, alongside historical data, and this is great. This is something that, we've been hoping DESE was going to be able to do for some time, and they've done it. They're able to bring in 2023 through 2025 data for families to be able to view where applicable. DESE will update the portal in late September, and once final statewide results are released, and we will then send detailed information to families in the week ahead so that we can really make sure that everyone knows how to log in and you can view your students' information. So again, we're looking to send out our communication notification to families next week. And again, right now it'll just be the preliminary data, and then more information will be updated by DESE. Important to kind of note, all this information is really driven by DESE. So we put it in our portal, but the updates will happen on their end. We won't have a lot of control of that piece. Our administrative team will be spending a lot of time together over the next couple of weeks as we're really preparing for the upcoming school year. Today we kicked off a 2-day safety reunification training along with Billerica Public Schools and Shawsheen Tech. This interactive program will provide our team with a standard response protocol in the event of a crisis to ensure that we are fully prepared to coordinate a safe and organized family reunification. And it was a lot of information today, and it was awesome. Tomorrow, what they will probably do is put us in more of scenarios. So we will be on our feet, and we will be really simulating a family member, a staff member, a student, so that we can really understand it all at all levels. And then we'll, talk about how we bring it back to our district and, the directions we decide to go. But it was an awesome day, for sure. Next Tuesday, our administrative team will gather for our annual administrative retreat, and this is a dedicated day to align on our the strategy for district improvement priorities, collaborate on staff professional development, along with really having a chance to calibrate on our educator evaluation practices. So it's a full day, but it gives us a lot of time to not only come together as a group, and we're a new group, but also be able to hit, some of those big priority areas before we head into a really busy school year. And lastly, next Wednesday, we are really excited to welcome 5 new staff members, and these are our Unit A staff members. They will spend the day meeting with building administration, connecting with mentor leaders, and learning really about the district philosophy, as well as meeting with our union leadership. We will get them fully prepared with technology, email, schedules, as well as a Power School and Power School Special Programs training, so that they can feel as prepared as they can on day one. So it's going to be a busy next couple of weeks, as it has been all summer, but we are really excited and well prepared as we welcome back our teachers on the 1st and most of our students on the 2nd. That's the update. Any questions at all?
Sounds like great stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Hogan, TES solar project update.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I wanted to give you all an update on a potential solar canopy that we're looking to install at the elementary school. This was a project that Mr. Messina brought forward, if you'll remember, last November for the committee. We were waiting to get a warrant article at the Springtown meeting to allow us to enter into a 25-year agreement, which is what this project would require. We did get town meeting approval on that. So now I wanted to give the committee an update on the project as some of the numbers have changed, and get some feedback from you on that. So the scope of the project is the same. We're looking for a solar canopy. This would be outside of the elementary school cafeteria, that parking lot closest to the cafeteria. It's projected that this will amount to 95% of the TES electricity usage. This comes at no cost to the district, other than we are required to buy the electricity from the solar panels for 25 years. But in terms of any groundwork, creation of the pylons and the array itself, there's no cost to us there. So the caveat is that when Joe presented this project to you, we were looking at a lock-in rate of about 10 cents. Since then, the state has asked that these projects, I forget what the word is, prevailing wage, it's a prevailing wage project, so that has increased the rate that we would lock in at up to about 15 cents. This is still an incredible rate for electricity, as there is no delivery charge. We're just getting the electricity from the solar panels.
So, just to put it in perspective, maybe for viewing purposes, you could see where they would be aligned in that parking lot. We had talked about this, and I asked Dan, what's going to happen to the parking lot? Will it need to be repaved or whatever? And the idea is these are really focused on the islands, so it's not affecting the paving at all. And they'll be doing work to check and see what needs to be done there as far as the construction. But the overhead here gives you a general location of where the canopies would be. And at ground level, obviously this is the Stone Zoo. This isn't Tyngsborough Elementary School. But you can see generally what they look like. And these are not that uncommon around the state. I think I've seen lots of parking lots that have these. So just a general view of what they would appear to look like. So any questions for Dan?
Yeah, question, so we don't need to repave now, but at some point over 25 years, I imagine we'll have to repave that parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming these are high enough to accommodate any paving equipment or trucks?
Yes, so these are designed so that even buses can go under them. It's my understanding that the buses kind of make a loop around this parking lot. So it's really designed for schools in mind to not cause any accessibility issues.
Excellent, yeah, I think it's a great project.
I think it's a great project. I did have a question, though, still about the repaving, because
Sure.
I'm in that parking lot an awful lot, and there's not that many islands. And so, can we just, double tap on that for next meeting, or,
Absolutely.
Just to double check that it truly would be on island? Because the picture that we have here, it looks like it's, I'm estimating every 15 feet or so, we have a pillar. We don't have the island coverage for every 15 feet.
Sure.
And I wouldn't want to have a surprise repaving as a
Absolutely.
result of this.
I will double check with Select Energy to make sure that they will only use the islands for the pylons, and I will
Okay.
get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Or if they have to, drill and put a footing, it's not gonna disrupt.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
sure.
that They can
Yeah.
patch it. So
Either
it's-
way, yeah, that they'll be responsible for the
Yeah.
groundwork, or if they.
From the description that I received, it's like all of the construction is built into the cost of us buying the energy back. So it wouldn't be at a cost to us. But I think we can get some more information on that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Any
Do we
other
have an
questions?
estimated time of delivery? Or
Depending on when they can work on it, we're seeing, maybe mainly the winter breaks. They would like to get these operational before summer.
But they're in tune with, we're not going to disrupt school.
Yes.
So,
Any other questions? All right, thanks, Dan. New business, approval of Superintendent Woodlock's 2026, 2027 goals. So we talked about these last meeting, they've been in the drive for everybody's review. So at this point, I would like to seek a motion to approve the 2026, 2027 goals of Superintendent Woodlock as presented.
So moved?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0-0. Where are we? Finance, back to you, Mr. Hogan.
Thank you.
Sorry, we have executive session.
Oh, sorry, yep, thanks, I missed that one. So 2025, 2026 executive session minutes being sent to council for review and approval to release. I would like to seek a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? It also carries 700. Now back to you, Mr. Hogan.
Thank you. For finance tonight, I did have 9 bill warrants for your approval. The warrant numbers, accounts, and amounts were in your drive. I do have those all signed, so thank you very much. And I do not have any signing of payroll, so that's all for me for finance.
Excellent. School committee discussion. Oliver?
Nothing.
Nothing for me.
Nothing, thank you.
Michelle?
Hi, guys. I just want to thank the committee for trusting me to fill the vacancy position here, and I'm excited to learn and listen from all of you and be able to support the families in Tyngsborough.
Just a quick thank you to BAPS for their donation to the schools, and just thank you for the continued work and community involvement that they've been doing. 2 weeks from tomorrow, we open the doors. Enjoy those last couple weeks. Be safe during those last couple weeks. Parents, don't lose your sanity. Kids, don't drive your parents too insane. And just excited to get started.
I echo those comments, and we'd also like to thank our maintenance and custodian staff. These buildings look awesome. The grounds look great pulling in here today, so I know a lot of hard work went into doing this summer, so thank you to them for all their hard work. And let's get them all back.
I just wanted to welcome Michelle and thank you for volunteering your time and your interest in actually wanting to join us and help us in supporting the schools. I appreciate having you. And I also want to say, I thought that was very interesting that Oliver pointed out that there's going to be 30 new families coming to Tyngsborough schools. I think that's really exciting. I'd like to welcome them and let them know that the elementary school is a really great place that has lots of events planned to help keep people in the loop, and I really encourage those new families to take those opportunities. It is a great way to meet the staff, to get to know other families, and to really know what makes our school district tick. So welcome. And with students coming back, we have a lot of students that are going to be transitioning to new schools as they come in, and I just wanted to let them know you're not alone. You have your classmates. You also have experienced staff in all the schools that are used to helping students start in these new buildings. So count on your friends, count on the older students, and they will help you. That's all.
Michelle, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
If you have any questions anytime, feel free to ask any of us. Thank you to BAP for their contribution to us. It was a great day. I know Mr. Hogan, myself, Mr. Mullen was there, and we had, I think, a packed elementary school, children, parents, grandparents, so it was really nice. Thank you all for your update, Mr. Lenzik and Superintendent for your updates. And last night, the town had a reading the Declaration of Independence. Senator Howard and Representative Gary had put it on, gave the town a commemorative replica, almost a duplicate of what the Declaration was. I was invited to be one of the readers of it. It was a great evening, so thank you to Representative Gary and Senator Howard on that.
Well, Michelle, welcome. We're happy to have you here. I look forward to seeing our students and staff back in a couple of weeks. And thank you to BAPS for their generous donation. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, Michelle, welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to have you on the team. I just maybe note that introductions went much better tonight, didn't you think? Yes. Yeah, these two did a great job.
Thank God.
So Sarah gave an update on the Power School MCAS connection there. It's not just because he's operating everything behind the scenes tonight, but I want to thank Steve Coughlin, because anytime we need to do something with our operating systems, he's our go-to guy, and he works tirelessly to get it right. So thank you to Mr. Coughlin. And just having been a fall athlete and a coach for many, many years, this is such an exciting week for our fall athletes. So good luck to all of our athletes and coaches. Have a great time, enjoy that. And yeah, next time we meet, we'll be in school. So enjoy the rest of your summer, everyone.
Welcome, Michelle. Look forward to working with you. Thank you to BAPS for the amazing donation. The pics of the softball field look amazing. It's nice to have a field that matches the product those girls have been putting out for year after year. So good luck to the softball team when the spring comes. Speaking of the MCAS Family Portal and integrating with Power School, I think that's an excellent move. I love that Power School has become like a one-stop shop. It just makes it simple for all the families. So great job by everybody involved with that. And enjoy the last few weeks of summer. Feels like it just started, but it's almost over. So here we go. I will seek a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries. Have a good night, everybody.